fact that Simon found a song about hair is either A, really impressive, or B, a little bit scary that able to find that. Chris Hearn is the co-founder and chairman and CEO of Kennedy's International Franchising. That's a fancy term. Basically, he's the guy that runs the Kennedy's All-American Barber Clubs that you hear us talk about, and located in Heathrow, Winter Park, Baldwin Park, and Thornton Park. And I wanted to have Chris by today, one, because we're glad to have him aboard the show, and two, if nobody's experienced what it's like to go to Kennedy's. He's going to tell us all about it. Jerry was sharing details about old-fashioned style barber shop looks and stuff.
I went by the one in Winter Park, and I mean, it did. I'm old enough that it brought back a flood of memories because it's a long, narrow structure with all those chairs lined up, and then there's the shoe sign stand right in front of it, and the gentleman who I assume that's the guy that does shoe shines, he's got a nice chair next to it. It was very cool.
Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, guys.
For those that have never had an experience at Kennedy's, tell them just like what it is.
Well, I mean, we want to bring back the things, as Jerry was just saying when you guys were on break. We want to bring back what was great about the old-fashioned, nostalgic barbershop. We want to bring it back, modernize it a little bit, update it. It's something that went away in the 70s when all the unisex salons came in, and we really think it was something that was a civilized thing for gentlemen to do, and we tried to bring it back. And the straight razor shaves, for instance, that you guys have talked about a little bit, that's a lost art. I mean, the whole Kennedy's experience really is, we borrow from a lot of elements. It's a little bit of the old TV show Cheers, where you come in and everybody knows your name. You get offered a drink. Members get a free beer when they walk in, and immediately they get to you. And we've won a bunch of different awards for our haircuts and our shaves, and it's really meant to be a relaxing, pampered experience for guys. And most people just rave about it.
We have told people, you tell them, there is no obligation. You want somebody to come by and just experience Kennedy's.
Absolutely.
Walk in. We tell them, mention the Beat of Sports, but that's part of what you guys offer. Just go in and experience it. If you don't want to come back, if you don't want to be a member, but you're confident that they will, but free opportunity to just go by and experience
Absolutely.
Kennedy's.
Yeah, we call it our free irresistible offer, which is you come in, you try before you buy.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced they've never experienced, most guys, it's a chore to get their hair cut.
Right.
Most guys also have never gotten a straight razor shave, and I'm convinced they come in, they get the whole experience. They're either going to become a member or they're going to come back and be a non-member regular. And we've got now probably close to 4,000 guys in Orlando that are either members or non-member regulars.
Straight razor shave.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that.
No.
No, I mean, do you have to, be taught properly, be licensed, be trained, and so forth? I mean, before you sit down on a chair and someone's going to take a razor out, you want to make sure the person knows what they're doing. It's not that easy to do.
No, it's not, and that's part of why it's kind of a lost art form. I mean, it's you have to be a licensed barber or master barber. We actually, believe it or not, at Kennedy's there's 30 steps involved to a Kennedy's straight razor shave, and so it's pretty advanced. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of the hot towels, a lot of the hot lather, and all these different things. We use our own shaving cream that we now sell as well. We'll talk about that later, perhaps. But it's quite an experience. People shouldn't get worried. A lot of guys are nervous the first time. They've seen way too many gangster movies where somebody offs them.
You watch Al Capone sitting down there.
That's right. I know. It just, you got to trust me. You got to, it's about an eighth of an inch blade on a straight razor. I mean, I think you'd get up if somebody started to hack away at you. Right. I don't think you'd stay there.
Yeah. And as we were talking before, here's the holidays, and we tell guys, treat yourself, and here's a great gift idea for one, and I want you to talk about. You guys do grooming products inside your location. Memberships are great, as far as a gift idea as well. Really inexpensive. It's easy. So tell the wife or girlfriend, here's a great gift deal. Tell them, about the grooming products you guys offer, and then also about the different membership packages.
Sure. The grooming products, about a year and a half ago, I felt like if we're going to have an upscale barbershop experience, we ought to really have our own products, our retail products. And so I about destroyed my home bathroom for a good 9 months, testing all sorts of different things. I've tested everything out there. I'm convinced we have some of the best stuff that you can possibly buy. It's actually Kennedy's pre-shave oil, Kennedy's shaving cream, and Kennedy's aftershave sealer. I brought 2 of them for you guys. They come bearing gifts, so I got 2 of them. The one thing I don't have is because we have a bit of a run on the pre-shave oil because people keep getting it all the time. It's something real simple. You just throw that on your whiskers real quick. It kind of moisturizes your skin and lets the blade blade glide over your skin. The
Jerry,
shaving
just use
cream,
canola. Just put that on your face right now.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
Well, a long time ago, we actually used to have a barber in Winter Park that used to use olive oil. Believe it or
Really?
not.
Serious?
Yeah, it was a little.
I just threw that out there. Kind of.
See, you were joking.
No, it's a little disconcerting though when he'd be, popping open the olive oil and people were like, "What do I smell? Is something cooking?"
Wow.
Now put your head in this microwave.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
All right, membership plans, a bunch
Membership.
of ones. Yeah.
We have 4 membership levels.
Yeah.
Life, Liberty, Pursuit of Happiness. Obviously, we're the All-American Barber Club, so we have those trademarked. And then our introductory level, which is the Basic Gentleman. It ranges from $120 to $40 a month. Everything includes unlimited haircuts. Everything includes a drink every time you come, and the whole, the atmosphere of Kennedy's. As you move up the membership levels, if you've got a kid under 13, they can come get their haircut included in the membership plan. You can get shaves, unlimited shaves at the highest level, shoe shines. I mean, the whole variety of different
You
things.
can get up in the morning and say, I'm going to go get a
No, it
shave.
sounds cool.
Yeah.
It really does. Chris, I'm really curious. Going back to before step 1, you and your partners. Do you remember how did this idea germinate? I mean, you're sitting around playing poker or something, and somebody said, "Why don't we organize a men's barber
No, that's a good
club?"
story. It's what I talked about.
Yeah,
this,
it's I'm kind of a serial entrepreneur, Jerry. I've got another business called Mercantile Capital, which is a wholly owned subsidiary now of Old Florida National Bank here in town, and I finance commercial property just for business owners all over the U.S. I've been doing that now for about 12, 13 years, and in doing so, I've financed a lot of franchise concepts, a lot of limited service hotels, a lot of restaurants. Perkins, for instance, I just see across the street. That's one of the types of brands we've financed over the years. Anything that involves commercial real estate. And the problem is I love the franchise model in that you have an idea, a turnkey business solution that you sell and somebody else goes and operates out in the field. That's what I like. The problem is I have no desire to do anything food related. There's all sorts of health regulations and inventory spoilage. That they say the difference between lettuce and trash is a few days. I mean, that's to me that's not something I want to be a part of. And then and I didn't really have a desire for a lot of other different types of franchising. But this one I think was something that nobody had really focused much on. Guys, they kind of accept the ordinary. They either go to a barbershop that's been there 50 years and you're not sure if the guy can see to cut you straight or cut your ear off, or they go to a high-end mostly women place which they feel uncomfortable because they're probably the only guy in there, or they go to the chop shops, the national chains where it's you pay $1 per hour or per minute of how long it takes to cut your hair, and it's a mill, it's an assembly line.
I like the term.
But there was nothing in between, and that's where we developed Kennedy's, and we're expanding. I mean, we've now got 8 of them open, 5 here locally, 1 in South Florida, 1 outside of D.C., 1 outside of New York City. We'll probably have 4 or 5 more open before the end of the year, and we've got a number on the docket for next year. So it's kind of a concept whose time has come. People want this. Guys want to go, like you said, Jerry. They want to go back to take their son if they have a son. They want to take him to an old-fashioned barbershop, yet something that's been modernized and updated.
This is what I kind of tell people. Imagine kind of the upscale, really nice bar, or you go into the nice cigar store that has the wood panels and the nice couches. Now take that, put that over to Kennedy's. You can get a haircut, still get a drink, talk sports with guys, talk business, buy your grooming products, and so forth. They've taken all that and put it into the one place, and it works.
I do think, Chris, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I don't think you do. I do think there is something of a little bit of a backlash to the whole unisex idea going on.
Oh yeah,
and on both sides.
Thanks, Jane Fonda.
I think a lot of women today like things that are strictly feminine in what they offer, and I think a lot of guys kind of want to return to this is a guy's place.
I agree, absolutely. Yeah, I think the women are just as uncomfortable in those high-end women's salons when a guy is in there as the guy is.
Absolutely, yeah, that's some good stuff. We're going to do a show actually coming up from the location. Jerry's too much of a wimp to get the straight razor shave, so I will.
Wait a minute, I'm not saying I won't do it.
Oh, you were chicken.
No, I'll do it right after you.
I will gladly get the straight razor shave live on the air.
BLOD.
No,
we'll be good.
It's gonna happen. You gotta trust the person. Wait, so you're scared of the guy that's got the razor, but the person has the scissors by your ear and everything you're okay with and stuff like that.
I mean, it could be Anthony Perkins. With his mom next to him.
Out loud.
You'll be all right, Jerry. I promise.
Chris will take care of it.
You'll be fine.
All right.
I trust Chris.
Heathrow, Winter Park, Baldwin Park, Thornton Park. You can stop on by. Holiday season's here. Just go in and experience Kennedy's, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Come in. For every first-time visitor, it's always the Kennedy's experience complimentary. We want you to come in, try it, and we're convinced that people will sign up or at least come back. They won't want to go back to their ordinary place after that.
So go by. You can get the Kennedy's experience, membership packages for the holidays, grooming products, which are great gift ideas. It's a place for gentlemen that appreciate a true barbershop atmosphere, but modern day with everything you can want, all the bells and whistles.
This holiday week, so people know, are there days that you are not operating this week?
All of them are closed on Thanksgiving. Most of them are open Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah,
you ever got a haircut on Thanksgiving? What are you asking now? What's the chance that a guy says, listen, hold the turkey, lower the oven to 265, I'm going to get a haircut? You do it on Friday when your wife's going out for Black Friday. Right. You say, honey, you go there. I'm going to the gentleman's place. I'm going to get my hair cut, and I'm going to watch what's going on in sports, and I'm going to come back and look great.
And we just found out, because of my question, that they will be there for you on Friday.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there
if you bring your leftover turkey sandwich, Jerry, we'll work something out.
No, I'll eat all that myself.
Chris, thank you so much. Thank you.
Chris
Hearn and Kennedy's All-American Barber Club. Again, Heathrow, Winter Park, Baldwin Park, Thornton Park. Stop on by. Just walk in, experience Kennedy's, and confident that you'll be back again. Back with news and notes and a daily babble. The beat of sports continues on ESPN 1080 The Team.
They fly in the breeze and get caught in the trees.
This is the beat of sports with Mark Daniels and Jerry Green.
There are only two things I can't stand in this world: people who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch.
ESPN 1080 The Team.